today to make Jiffy cinnamon buns. So come and play. But first, we've got to wash our hands. Cinnamon buns are so amazing because they can be made in a jiffy. Most cinnamon buns you have to use yeast, and these ones are just made with baking powder. So they're ready in less than an hour. So over here we've got 2 cups of all-purpose flour ready to go. And in this one we have 1 teaspoon of salt and 4 teaspoons of baking powder. And we will post this recipe at the end so you have all the ingredients. So we're just going to bring that all together, and we're going to add 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, or we use cane sugar, and we're going to just keep mixing that in. Okay. The next thing we're going to add is a 1/4 cup of butter. And this is where our hands get in there. And I wash my hands really well too. So we've got our butter ready, and we're going to bring this together with all the other ingredients. And this is what makes, I really like butter. I think it's really fun. And we're going to bring that together and make it almost like a little bit of crumbs. It's like a crumbly texture. You're going to bring that all together. Our family really loves cinnamon buns, and some people like them with icing and some people don't. So today we're going to be making ours without icing because we don't have consensus. So once you've got that all mixed in and like crumb texture, we're going to make a well at the bottom of the bowl. And then we're going to take 1 cup of cold milk, and we're going to start mixing it in slowly. And this will make up our dough. See that coming together? I'm going to get my hands in there now, and I'm going to start bringing it together. And we're going to be kneading this into a dough. And this is the really fun part, because we are going to make a big rectangle of dough. Yes. Okay. So you can see it's coming together quite a bit. We've got all those little bits. And then on our surface here, we're gonna dust it with a little bit of flour. And I really like to dust my rolling pin with a little bit of flour too. And that stops it from sticking. Okay, I'm gonna get that dough ready. You can see how it's trying to stick. So you've got to keep doing that. So you're going to knead it about 6 to 8 times, just so that it feels like it's really well incorporated and brought together. And we've got a nice pile of dough. Pull this guy out. And I just keep changing direction so that I can get as much of it rolled out. And you want it about 2 centimeters, maybe a little bit less than that thickness. Just enough so that you can roll in all that cinnamon goodness. Now in the recipe you could put nuts or raisins, but our family are slightly fussy and no one really likes raisins. I like nuts in my cinnamon buns, but we're just going to do them plain. So once you've got that, like that, pretty much ready, we're gonna get our topping ready. So we've got 3 teaspoons of cinnamon in there, 1 cup of packed brown sugar, and 1/3 cup of butter. And we're gonna bring that all together, and this is what is gonna go inside our cinnamon buns. Okay, so I'm using a fork, but you could use whatever you want, just to get that really mixed up. And we're gonna put this, once it's all brought together, on top of our, in our cinnamon buns, but also at the bottom of the pan. And this is really exciting because it makes them really crispy and juicy. And it smells so good, all that cinnamon. Cinnamon is really good for moods. So if you're kind of feeling in a bad mood, cinnamon is something that will bring you lots and lots and lots of joy. Okay, so we got that getting close to all together. And then I've got a pan that I got ready, and I'm gonna get my oven on now. And my oven's gonna be on 400 for 20 to 25 minutes.
Now,
with our brown sugar all ready and cinnamon, we're gonna take a teaspoon and drop it into the bottom of our prepared pan. We grease the sides of these. You're just gonna put a little bit of this yummy mixture in each one. This makes 12 cinnamon buns. So if you wanted to make more than that, because they don't last more than a day in our house, do they, Beatrix?
nope.
We all really like them. And this is the best recipe I've tried because it's so quick. Okay, so with that all ready, I got my oven on. I'm gonna take the rest of this mixture and I'm gonna press it into my dough. So I'm just spreading all that yummy cinnamon and sugar all over my cinnamon bun dough. And then when that seems pretty even, this is all going to melt in and make this lovely juicy cinnamon bun. So I'm going to start rolling nice and tight, getting all that goodness in and sort of spreading it out as I go. Make sure we don't lose any of that good stuff. Ooh. And there we go. We have our lovely cinnamon bun roll. Then I'm going to take a reasonably sharp knife and I'm going to score it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then the cut side, I'm going to put down on top of the nice mixture. These are going to expand and take up all that nice space. So I'm just going to squish it around. Last time we did this, we ended up with one that was giant and one that was small. So we brought them together. So there we go. And just make sure if you need a grown-up to help you with the sharp knife part, or if you don't feel confident, just ask for help. That's what mums and dads and grandmas and aunties are for. There we go. We got our 12 cinnamon buns. We're going to stick them in the oven for 20 minutes, depending on your oven, and we'll catch you when our buns are ready. Let's get them out.
It smells so good, Mom.
Can't wait for them to cool.
Yeah.
What else do we have to say?
Clean up, kids.
Thanks so much for watching today. See you next time.